Hey YouTube, this is DVD of the Dead, and I'm redoing my top 5 favorite horror films. Yeah, it has changed, and the reason why is, I, I just watched this one movie that happened to make my top 5. I just love it, but, anyway, and I added a new one, which is my number 5, and, I never really considered this to be a horror movie. I always considered it to be a mystery thriller, sort of, suspense maybe. But no, by no means. It is a great movie, but I just didn't like scare me or anything. But I just found out it is considered a horror film, just by everyone saying it is, and I just watched Mini J. Crop's like video, and he had one of the character from this movie on his top 10 favorite horror characters. So number 5 is Psycho, Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. This movie is a great classic. I really do love this movie, but this movie isn't on my number 1, if anything. Like, I can't really think of anything that'd be my number 1 on. Besides, I would say it's Anthony Perkins' best movie, but that's like the only Anthony Perkins movie I've watched, probably. But, wait. I do like, it, sorry, I just lost myself there. Alright, but yeah, Psycho. It's not my favorite movie of the 60s, probably would make my top 5. My favorite movie of the 60s is, of course, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, 2001, Doctor Strangelove. And, let's see, my favorite Alfred Hitchcock film is Out of Vertigo and North by Northwest. Those two just did it for me. But Psycho, no doubt, is a great movie, and that is my number 5 favorite horror film of all time. Number 5, Psycho. Alright, anyway. Number 4, I think this is the best horror movie of the decade, by far. Wreck. This is my new favorite movie of 2007. As you can see right there, yeah, it inspired Quarantine. This came out before Quarantine, and to me, it is a scary movie, man. The ending is what scared the most. I mean, I was scared to go to the bathroom there for a while, but yeah, Wreck is a really great movie. You gotta watch it more than once. I really love the disc. It is a zombie film. It's one of my favorites. I have 2 zombie films on my top 5 horror movies, because I just love them. No, but, Wreck, what was that? Yeah, Wreck is just a really great movie. It's a Spanish film, so, yeah. You can watch the English version. I don't really like the English version more than the Spanish, but, you know, if you want, you can watch the English. It doesn't matter. Just watch the movie. That's all I'm saying. It's a great movie, but, yeah, it's just really scary. The only thing is it's 78 minutes long. It does go by pretty quick, but you won't notice it that much because you'll enjoy the whole movie. It's just a great movie. Take my word. Okay, number 3 favorite horror movie of all time. This is my favorite zombie movie ever. Dawn of the Dead. I just love this movie, and I just watched the European version, which was edited by Dario Argento, and it was absolutely amazing. My God. If you get this set, watch the European version. It is awesome. That's my favorite cut of this movie. But yeah, this movie is absolutely amazing. If you haven't watched it, definitely check it out right now. But yeah, Dawn of the Dead. I probably would have put this on my number 2, but my number 2 I like a little bit more. But yeah, Dawn of the Dead. Definitely a classic. Check it out. I think that's George A. Romero's best movie. I mean, he's made a lot of movies. I know everyone's favorite is Night of the Living Dead, but I do like that movie. Like, I do love that movie, but it's never been my favorite zombie movie. I don't know why. But anyway, number 2, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I don't know what it is about this movie. I just watched it one day and I loved it. I mean, I watched it the other day and I still love it. I mean, it's just a great... I'll admit, the first time I watched this movie, I didn't like it. And now, thinking about it, I don't know why, because this is like a really good movie. But this is definitely a classic. One of the greatest horror movies ever, and if you haven't watched it, definitely check it out right now. It is absolutely amazing. Okay, number 5 was Psycho, number 3 was Dawn of the Dead, number 2 was The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and number 1, drumroll, The Shining. I know that's mainstream. Most people are gonna say, "Oh, that's everyone's favorite horror movie," but to me, it's just the greatest horror movie ever made. I can watch this over and over again. It's just a great movie. One thing that kind of annoys me about this movie, I think the quote, "Here's Johnny," is a little overused. I don't think. And on YouTube, there's this thing called Best Scene of The Shining, is this part where he sticks his head through the door and says, "Here's Johnny." That is a great scene, but that's not my favorite scene. My favorite scene is either the part where Jack Nicholson was in the bathroom talking to, I forgot that guy's name, but he killed both of his daughters, the bathroom scene, and the scene where Danny sees the twins. Either that or probably the bathroom scene. I just thought that was awesome. But yeah, The Shining is a great movie. Stanley Kubrick is probably my favorite director. But my favorite alive director right now would probably be David Fincher. But yeah, Stanley Kubrick is amazing. The Shining is amazing. And if you haven't watched it, definitely check it out. Anyway, yeah, that was my new top 5 favorite horror movies. I hope you enjoyed it. So yeah, peace out, YouTube.